You know, identifying our goals and outlining the exact steps we need to take to reach them is a really crucial part in our ability to achieve the success we desire in our businesses and to really lead fulfilling lives. And it's not just something that we should be doing as a New Year's resolution, it's something that we should do throughout the year. But you have to do more than just say it. And this is the problem that I see with New Year's resolutions. It's the problem I see with most people's goals that they may or may not verbalize throughout the year. In reality, most people never act on their goals. And goals without actions are just dreams. They're the equivalent of wishful thinking, wishing something to happen. And as you can imagine, wishing something to happen will never make it so. And the same is true with goals. You have to get off your ass. You have to put one foot in front of the other, and you have to make it happen. And it really starts with 3 core steps. 1 is defining your goals. 2 is outline the steps you need to take to achieve that goal. And 3 is take deliberate action. So I'd like to give you a little exercise today. So pause this video, go grab a piece of paper and a pen, and come back. I'll wait. Okay, great. Next, on the piece of paper, I want you to write down these life segments, and you're going to leave about a paragraph of space under each one. The first is health, next is relationships, then finances, time, clients, capabilities, spiritual or personal growth, giving forward, which is contributing to the world, and finally, reputation. Okay, great. So next, under each category, write down how you want this area of your life to look in the next 12 months. Be very specific, because this is the goal that you're going to be working towards. For example, for me, under health, my big goal is I want to beat my time in last year's Florida Super Spartan race. This was the big mud run in obstacle course that I ran last year. It took me about an hour and a half to complete, and I really want to beat that time, and it's going to require a lot of training and preparation to do that. Another example for me, giving forward, is how can I contribute back to the world this year? And my goal this year is I want to go down to Haiti. I want to help build a house down there. They're still greatly suffering from the hurricane years ago, and I want to go down there and help. For relationships, my goal is to spend twice as much time with my nephews and my family than I did last year. For capabilities, my goal is to dedicate an hour and a half, 90 minutes every day reading and learning something new. And this is something that I've already started, and it's had a huge impact, not just on my business, but also in my personal life as well. And then another example would be reputation. I want to demonstrate at least five times our value in our business service offerings with our clients. So I know what some of you are thinking. I don't have goals in these areas, or this kind of sounds stupid, but just hold on a minute and put some thought into each of these anyway, because to really have a fulfilling life, we need to continue to improve ourselves in multiple areas, not just 1 or 2. It's not just about having a really successful business. Fulfillment comes from having a really balanced life. The next step under the goal is to write down the first 3 action steps you have to take to move towards that goal. Just the first 3. You know there's going to be multiple of those steps that you're going to have to take, but we want to just get you started. We want to kick-start you. So for example, under relationships, my first 3 action steps are to put on the calendar a day to FaceTime with my nephews and my parents at least once a month. The second action step would be to schedule on my calendar a face-to-face visit with them every 3 months. Either I go there or they come here. And third is to schedule those trips, have them coincide with bigger trips that I take. So I travel a lot. When I'm going out of the country, I can coordinate those trips to stop by their city and see them. So those are my first 3 action steps that I can take action on right now. So let me give you another example. Under reputation, my 3 action steps would be to reward our peak performing clients for the success that they've had executing our strategies. Second step would be to build a book of case studies of their success. And third would be to define exactly what steps we need to take to do a better job of letting consumers know that we're the leader in their market. So now list your top 3 action steps for each of the goals that you wrote down. So setting goals is great. It's awesome. But the only way they become meaningful is by taking real steps towards accomplishing them. If we aren't willing to do that, then we don't really want to accomplish them bad enough. And we're filling our heads with wishful thinking. So I really encourage you, these next 12 months, in your personal lives and in your careers, don't remain at a standstill. Turn your dreams into goals and your goals into action. And one last thing. I'd like to leave you with a quote, one of my favorite quotes from Max Dupree. He's the author. He's an author and former CEO of Herman Miller Furniture. And his quote is, "We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are." Think about that. We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. I think that's pretty powerful. So dedicate yourself to transforming your life. Dedicate yourself to transforming your business over the next 12 months. Everything that you want is out there waiting for you to take it. You just have to go and do it. Now go do it.